Whisky Frames makes photo frames out of reclaimed whiskey casks. The idea of Whisky Frames started from a need. I needed a frame for Ross because his beloved dog Tess had died, and I went on a mission to try to find a frame that I thought would be a special frame for a special dog. So I settled on a frame made out of reclaimed barnwood, and I brought it back from America to Ross. And I said, well, why don't we do something like this? So we went to our local salvage yard to try to find some materials to make frames out of, and we found some unloved whiskey casks there. And so that's how Whisky Frames came about.
It wasn't as easy as we expected, so it took a bit of trial and error, and 2 or 3 casks later before we had a product which we felt we could do something with. But it was still very much a hobby, if you like. It was just something to fill the time, and Kristen fell pregnant again with our second daughter, and it kind of was an opportunity to make it more of a business rather than a hobby, and that's where Entrepreneurial Spark came in.
Started talking to other chicklets, and we had learned that a few of them had gone to the Scottish trade show, and so they said it was very successful for them. And from the moment we walked in the door, we were just inundated with orders. We ended up walking out with over 50 new wholesale stockists. And so I think that was our tipping point, was going to this trade show.
So she suddenly realised, I think, that her, the wholesale suppliers were just desperate for new products, something innovative and different and high quality. And she picked up some really big names, Jenner's, Edinburgh Airport. So I think there was just a realisation that this really had some potential, and that was a business that she could run and grow and support her family, her growing family with, which was just amazing.
Since joining Entrepreneurial Spark, we've had tremendous turnover. We've sold over almost 3,000 frames in the past 4 months. We've taken over 30,000 pounds in sales, and we've had to take on 3 new members of staff, and that's just going to continue, which is very exciting.
I often joke that this was supposed to be a hobby.
I gave birth in October of this year.
And she kept coming to event nights. I thought that, I won't see her again. We won't see her because she's due any day now. And I think she came in overdue, or certainly days before her due date, and still turned up to event night, which was incredible.
They've been very supportive since as well. So
yeah, they've been amazing.
Yeah, so we've been having a lot of phone meetings and going to the event nights, of course.
Some evenings sitting in the car holding the baby while you go to event nights, but needs must.
Yeah.
I think our goal over the next 2, 3 and 5 years is to double annually, I suppose. It's a realistic target initially. We like to set targets which are realistic but still ambitious, want to test us and push us. Yeah. So I don't see why we can't, but it would be great if we could. And that's changes our lives for a good bit as well.
Yeah.
I think the potential for Whisky Frames is amazing. She's already exporting. And I think when she started, she was just looking to, do some gift shops around Scotland, some of the distilleries, get into that, and that was the size of her ambition. Now she's thinking, right, well, do you know what? Canada, USA, New Zealand, Australia, Germany. She's looking at where else can I take this.
I think we feel really excited about the future. We have a great product. People really like it, and the world is ours, pretty much.